Do not buy Bitcoin right now. It is the worst investment decision you can do. Let me tell you the reason why. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, do not buy Bitcoin right now. You are making the worst investment decision for you for short term anyway, because every single Tom, Dick, and Harry is talking about how this thing has just been vertical move. We're seeing a 60% retracement, a 60% from here, and we just completely blasted off through there. This is the completely wrong time to get into, let me bring this up here again. This is the line chart, obviously the Bitcoin index. This is the wrong time to be getting into it. And every Tom, Dick, and Harry talking about it after the damn fact that the market has continued up. Do not buy Bitcoin right now. It is the worst thing to do, because we have like a 90% chance of this thing rolling over where it is right now and then having a big retracement, probably back down to a 60 level. You know, I don't think that it will retrace. If I go to my weekly chart here, you can see the market's had a big run up. So I don't think it's going to retrace and go back down to its lows. I don't know. I'm not in Bitcoin myself. I don't trade Bitcoin myself. There's so much damn talk about Bitcoin. It's like, damn you, damn Bitcoin. It's like, just be careful, guys. If you guys are thinking about buying some Bitcoin, then please remember what I've been talking about in the last couple of weeks about leaders and followers. What do leaders do? As you can see, the leaders, what were they doing? They were buying the breakout. And actually, it was quite a nice breakout. I don't follow Bitcoin. I don't keep an eye on Bitcoin. But if I did see that breakout, it definitely would have been about buying opportunities. Knowing that we keep pressing higher. Nice breakout. So I definitely would have been buying Bitcoin on the breakout. But I don't trade Bitcoin. I don't get into Bitcoin. I have never traded Bitcoin in my life. So, but by looking at these charts and seeing this vertical move to the high side, guys, we have like a 95% chance that in the next few weeks or maybe even a month, we're likely to see a decent pullback. Real soon. This is exactly what I was saying about the American market, you know, probably about 2 weeks ago from today. You know, that the market's really overheated. We've had a big run up and I'm expecting a pullback. You don't know when that pullback's going to happen, but when it happens, it's going to be quick and it's going to be hard. And every Tom, Dick, and Harry is now talking about Bitcoin because Bitcoin's running out. Do not buy Bitcoin right now. It is the worst investment decision that you can do. Buy Bitcoin on a nice dip if you want to buy Bitcoin, because remember, the only reason why you'll be buying up here is every Tom, Dick, and Harry is saying buy it now, because this thing is going to explode and the market's going to collapse. And when the market collapses, Bitcoin's going to keep going through the roof. And that is the total wrong thing to think about. And you're thinking, I need to get in here now before it's too late. I've already missed in this up move and I'm going to miss in the other up move. It is the wrong thing to do. Every time we have a significant move in the upside, I don't care what damn chart you are looking at. Whether it's a stock chart, whether it's a futures chart, whether it's a Forex chart, whether it's a Bitcoin chart, whether it's a silver chart, whether it's a property chart. A bubble is a bubble, or even a short-term bubble, basically a short-term bubble is very noticeable in the charts. And you can see back here. Look at back here. Look at this here. We had a big move up, and then guess what? We had a big move down, like a 50% retracement. And then look what happened again. We had another big move up. Went sideways for a while, but look what ended up happening. We had a big retracement, and then the market started continuing up. Now, I do think overall that this, you can see this nice upward trend, and we're starting to get these lows, high lows breakout. So I do think Bitcoin's a really good opportunity to get into, and I think we can start to see more upside, but not now, guys. Just because you think something's going to go up, you don't get in after the market runs. Remember, this is followers. Followers get their head handed to them because this is where they're getting into them. Leaders, they're getting in here, or they're waiting for a nice big pullback to here, and leaders will be getting in down here somewhere and waiting for another move up. Makes sense. And again, guys, I go back to my SLV trade once again. It's only because it was just such a great example. If I look at my SLV trade, SLV, you can see what's happening with SLV right now, right? Well, I waited for a big pullback, and everyone, if I squeeze my chart right up here, if I squeeze my chart, you can actually see, guys, every Tom, Dick, and Harry saw this big up move, and I guarantee you so many people were getting into here because so many Tom, Dick, and Harry was talking about it. But it had a big up move. I'm like, I'm not waiting. I'm not buying this shit. And then the market had a pullback, and guess what I did? I bought it right there. Markets had a big run up, so I'm expecting a short-term movement down, and then I'm expecting a big movement back out of this and breaking that $17 level finally. But guys, nothing just goes up nothing goes up just like that. You know, if I bring up, say, let me bring up, say, the Russell chart here for a minute. Same for the Russell chart. Let me just close this here. So same for the Russell chart, guys. If I open this chart up, you can see how the Russell chart, if I squeeze this up here, you can see how with this Russell chart, what happened with here? We had this big move up. Again, it's what I call a short-term bubble. And every time we have a vertical move like that, you can see how it's had a big retracement already down towards these lows through here. So guys, if you're thinking of buying Bitcoin, let me bring this back up again here again. Bitcoin. If you are thinking of buying Bitcoin, this is totally the wrong time to buy. You know, guys, I would rather stop. I would rather be wrong getting. If this does continue up, I'd rather be wrong 10% of the time when this happens, and right 90% of the time. And I'm here to protect you and help you as well too. If you're looking to buy Bitcoin, don't buy Bitcoin up here. It is the wrong thing to do. I don't care who or what is out there saying that Bitcoin is a major thing and Bitcoin's here to stay and Bitcoin's going to go up because the market's going to explode. Yes, Bitcoin can keep going up, but we have like a 95% chance of this Bitcoin maybe even continue a little bit higher over the next week. But then guess what happens then? Over the next week to maybe in a month, we actually will see a big pullback. It's just going to happen. Nothing goes up, nothing goes straight up. And don't be fooled by this. Wait for a decent pullback. You want to get in? Wait for a decent pullback. The only reason why you want to jump in now is because you're fearful you're going to miss out on the profits. And that fear is a wrong decision. When you act in that fear, when you're acting and you're putting on a trade and like, I want to get in now. Why do I want to get in now? Because I don't want to miss out on upside. That you getting into a trade when you're thinking, I don't want to miss out on the upside, is that fear talking. And every time you make a trade decision based on that fear, it is the wrong trade to do. Right? So I know a lot of people think about getting in here in Bitcoin because it's going up. Don't, guys. That fear will rob you. Just say, you know what? No, I'm going to wait for a better opportunity. You know, and yes, Bitcoin may go up to 750, may go up to 760, and then have a good pullback, and then that might be a good opportunity. Makes sense, guys? But buy Bitcoin for me is to buy on big dips, not to buy on massive rallies and buy up the top here, because you have so much. You have a 5% chance of this thing continuing up and a 95% chance of it breaking down. And I prefer to be on that 95% chance of it breaking down, like that happened with silver. And I was quite right about that. I was quite right about the stock market getting a pullback as well too. Not all the time. You still get that 5 or 10% of the time when the market will just keep going up. But even though if this thing just keeps going up to 150, 160, 170 and does keep going like that, that's just even more of an elastic band. And then what will happen? Bam! Something like that will happen really quickly within a week. Alright, guys, so do not buy Bitcoin here right now. It is the wrong thing to do. If you're looking to buy Bitcoin, make sure you buy on a nice big dip. Again, just make sure you understand when to buy it. I'm not going to give you advice when you should buy it, but I don't trade it right now. Right now, I may look at it on a big dip, but right now, guys, just don't touch Bitcoin. Is the worst thing you can do right now. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course, and I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.